Hello out there, I'd like to welcome you to my channel and today's discussion on cryptocurrency gems. Now I found another gem and this is an exciting one. The name of this gem is called Impermax. And in case you're wondering what is Impermax about, I first of all need to lay a foundation because you need to understand essentially how liquidity pools work, and then you understand how Impermax works. Now if you're out there and you're new to crypto space, this will probably be a few new things, but if you're already versatile, then you'll be able to catch up with this very quickly. But I'll try to break this down and make it simple enough for anybody who gets to hear about this to be able to figure it out. Now you have what you call automated market makers, like Uniswap, like Uniswap, like SushiSwap. There are a number of them. And what you have, for example, on Uniswap is an opportunity to go to the platform and you can do a variety of things on Uniswap. You can swap tokens, for example, if they are Ethereum based. So Uniswap works well for Ethereum based tokens, and you can have tokens or projects that are available that you can swap with each other. So for example, you can swap yield for Ethereum, you can swap yield for FXF, you can swap Plasma Pay, you can swap it for another token. So you can basically swap tokens that are on the ECR20 platform on Uniswap. Now on Uniswap as well, there's something you call liquidity pool provision or providing. And this is how that works. One of the very interesting things happening in DeFi today is that people can actually provide, the reason why you're able to do those swaps and buy new tokens on Uniswap, for example, is because there are people who provide liquidity pools. What exactly does that mean? It means they provide a pair of a token and Ethereum, use it to provide a pool so that people who want to come there to buy particular tokens and swap particular tokens already have a liquidity pool that they can trade against. In exchange for providing this liquidity pool, they earn commissions, they earn yield. So they earn a certain interest, which can be, extra income paid in a particular token in one form or the other. So how that works, for example, is if I go to Ethereum, and one of my favorite tokens that I usually use for this is Open. Open has a governance token. So if I go to Ethereum and I have Ethereum and I have Open tokens, I can easily go there and provide liquidity. So for example, if one Ethereum will give, let's say, 600 Open. So if I want to provide liquidity, I must provide one Ethereum and 600 Open. If I want to provide two liquidity pools, I want to have two stakes in that liquidity pool, I provide two Ethereum and 1200 Open. Once I make that available, it locks my two Ethereum and 1200 Open, for example, and makes them into a liquidity pool. Now that liquidity pool, every time people are doing trades on the particular token of my interest, I begin to earn more value as well. So I begin to create more open tokens. They create more open tokens for me as my yield, and the APY can be as high as, the yield can be as high as 100% per annum, 50% per annum, 200% per annum. Different tokens have different yields. It is exciting. Now on Uniswap, you can have this liquidity provision, and if your token value is going up, then you're going to be earning more value because that token that you're earning is going up as well. And if it's going down, you're going to be losing your Ethereum and getting more value in that token, and that token can end up being worthless. This is how liquidity provision works. Now, what exactly is Impermax about? Impermax is about putting steroids to your liquidity provision. How does that work? Impermax is saying, and this is the project that they are creating, and I hear they are launching their tokens soon, and they've already started, put their stuff on mainnet. I think on the 1st of March already. Yes, on the 1st of March. And what exactly are they doing? They are saying, you can bring your exact liquidity provision from Uniswap, from SushiSwap, put it on Impermax and get leverage. What does this mean? It means, for example, if what you had was one Ethereum and then you had 600 of another token, let's say Open, and you are able to do liquidity provision for that, and you are earning 25% per annum based on that liquidity provision that you are doing, on Impermax, you can multiply your value. Instead of one Ethereum and one unit share of Open, for example, you can have 5. You can have 5x leverage. It means you are trading with the same amount you are trading, but you are borrowing more value, so that if your token goes up, your earning ratios can increase tremendously and your income can go up. Of course, is there a risk side to this? Yes, there's a risk side, and the risk side is basically the same thing that could happen to you if the token that you invested in was not going up in value or going down in value. You can lose your resources. You can end up with a bag of tokens that don't make any sense, that don't have any value, and are not marketable. But guess what? If it goes up, if you have done your research, and you need to do your own research, I'm not providing you financial advice. I'm just telling you about the gem I found out with Impermax, because this can really redefine the game and basically scale up what is happening with liquidity pool provision. So with Impermax, you are doing the regular liquidity provision that is already giving you yields, but you're now doing it on steroids. Now, this token right here is going to be launched sometime in March, and the beautiful thing is this: they're going to have a particular token, and this token is for governance purposes. This token, very much like Uniswap token, the people that hold it are people who also share in the fees from people who are doing the swaps, who are doing the trading, who are using the pool. So every time those pools are being used for swaps and everything that is used for, there is a commission that is available that gets to accrue for those who hold those tokens as well. So if you hold, I think that token is IMX, if you hold this token, you are able to participate in the governance and determine the framework and the future structure of how this liquidity pool provision works as well, and how Impermax works in the future as well. So ladies and gentlemen, this I think is going to add a lot of excitement into the already exciting space of liquidity pool provision, of automated market making, and it's going to be automated market making on steroids. So if you haven't seen Impermax, I'm going to basically say to you, go and look for it, read their white paper, get to know more about what they're doing. I think it's going to be super exciting.